my god, you guys, I have to show you something. Look what my brother made me for my birthday. It's a tiny me dressed in my exhibition outfit. Isn't it incredible? He made it. He's so talented. Best birthday present ever. After the dizzying heights of my birthday at the end of May, June unfortunately got off to a bit of a bumpy start. What goes up must come down, as they say, and such a delicious but demanding month of outiness and peopling is almost always followed by something of a crash, which is no less annoying for being an expected and inevitable part of the process. So I spent the first week of the month mostly in bed with a pile of books and my furry companions. Unfortunately, I am a bit poorly today, so I am confined to bed in my luteal phase, which is always when I'm at my lowest ebb, and that's most likely for all my chronic things to flare up. But now I just have a bit of a cold, and whilst it's deeply annoying, I know that spending a day in bed is probably going to help me recover a lot faster. And I have great company here with this little floof, and the other one is down there on the floor. And my brain is still pretty active, so I have a book for some planning out YouTube videos and art projects and some stuff that I want to get done in the coming weeks. And then a pile of library books here. I've just finished this one and it was glorious. I absolutely loved it. And then next I'm either going to go for this one, which is short stories, or this one. I haven't decided yet. And then if I feel too exhausted for all of that, I have my tablet so I can watch YouTube. So yeah, here's to taking time off when we're unwell. So I am still a little bit sick, unfortunately, but tonight we are going out to a drag show, and it's a bit of a big deal because we're taking Lars's mum, who is 79, and it's her first ever drag show, so it's going to be kind of a big deal. I'm really excited to introduce her to something that I love with all of my heart. And this is what I'm wearing. So, pink, excuse my laundry basket, don't look at that, pink snakeskin boots, just some plain black jeans, this little belt with the rosebuds, and a plain black cami. I don't really feel like being super standout today because obviously feeling a bit poorly. And then these pink neon hoops, pink beaded necklace. Everything is super old, vintage, or just secondhand. And then this blazer that I just got, which I am obsessed with. It says baby down one side, and then it's got monsters. I'll try and show you the back. It's got more monsters on the back. I'm so obsessed with it. It's fucking amazing. I love it. So that's what I'm wearing. Very understated and casual for me.
Hungry skin, butter spread too measly thin. Hungry skin, insufficient vitamin. There's not a morsel I can win to relieve this hungry skin. Dried up soil, roots that reach to no avail. Dried up soil, thirsty leaves are withering. There's no one to fill the can, nor to pour the water in.
just heard that David Hockney died, and it's sad. He's been such an influence on me for such a long time. I have so many of his books on my studio bookshelf, and I adore his work. I love the way he uses colour. I love the way he just kept innovating and embracing new technologies, and just that incredible skill and talent, and his prolificness as well. Like, such an inspiration. And a friend of mine sent me this quote that he said. It was written in a letter to Ruth Mackenzie in April of 2020, and he says, "I'm 82, I'm going to die. We die because we are born. The only things that matter in life are food and love, in that order, and also our little dog Ruby. I truly believe this, and for me the basis of art is love. I love life." I love that. I really, really love that. It feels like something that we could all aspire to, looking at life that way. And I'm going to share this picture of him with Joni Mitchell because it's just absolutely fucking adorable. So, hurrah! Thank you, life, for putting me in the same time period as David Hockney. I'm so glad to be alive at the same time as he was. Today in the studio I have one floof here and one floof over here on the table. They're being very good and quiet at the moment, which is fabulous. Lady Floofington has commandeered my desk and decided that we have done enough work for one day. So I'm going to be packing up. What time is it? It's actually 10 to 5. That's a very reasonable time to finish work. But yeah, what a wonderful way to be distracted. I don't consider myself to be an enormously sort of witchy woo-woo kind of person, but one thing I love to do is, I think maybe because I'm obsessed with sets and correspondences, I love to light a candle that corresponds with either the full moon or with the quarter day, so the solstices and the equinoxes. And of course, it's summer solstice today, so one of the summer solstice colours is green, yellow, I think red and orange are also part of the set. So I have this gorgeous chartreuse candle, which we're lighting in honour of the solstice. And just as a sort of a little bit of ritual, a little bit of good luck. I like to make a wish. It's all a bit silly, but it just helps me feel connected to the natural world in a way that's quite difficult when you live in the middle of a big city. I like that it acts as a reminder for me to look outside and pay attention to what the moon is doing and where we are in our sort of seasonal rotation. Another thing I like to do is pull a couple of oracle cards to sort of guide me through the next season and see the sort of things I should be thinking about and what they bring up for me. So I have two decks. One for sort of general life, which is the Animal Allies cards by Jessica Swift, which are absolutely beautiful. I think I've used one in a thumbnail. Oh yeah. I used this one in a thumbnail for a video at some point. Octopus is a very important creature for me. So we're going to do that one. And then I also have these art oracles, which I don't use as often because they're a little bit thin on the lady artists and they're very man-centric. Whoops. But I like to pull one of these just as a sort of guiding light for my creativity moving forward. We're going to start with the Animal Allies. Just look at these beautiful cards. I'm going to give them a good shuffle and just think about, what do I want to know for the next season, the next quarter of a year until the autumn rolls around? What do I need to know? What do I need to be aware of? What guidance do I need? I mean, I take it all with a pinch of salt, to be honest, but I like it. It's fun. Ritual is great. It forces your brain to pay attention. And I like paying attention. I think that's what makes for a good artist and a happy life. So let's pull one of these. Ooh. The butterfly. That's pretty. What does the butterfly mean? Transformation, metamorphosis, new beginnings. I mean, it didn't take a rocket scientist to work that out, right? Renewal and moving through life cycles, joy, beauty and lightness, change. Are you taking things in life too seriously? It's okay to simply enjoy beauty and feel pleasure. Okay, that sounds really nice. I definitely have a tendency to get a bit stressy, get a bit up in my head with the stuff that I want to do and the stuff that wants to happen, and I can put a lot of pressure on myself to get everything done, and I get very frustrated when my body gives up on me. And yeah, I think that's a really nice one to remind me to be light and joyful and easy. Okay, so for my creativity, although that one can stand for my creativity as well, for sure. These are fun. These are the artist cards. Oh, you can't really see them so well. Each one has a different artist on and a little moment of wisdom. So this is for my creativity. This is for my arts, my painting, sculpture, puppet making, film making, writing, photography, videography, bookmaking, zine making. I make a lot of shit, guys. I make a lot of shit. It's not shit, it's fabulous. I make a lot of fabulous shit. Anyway, we'll give these a good shuffle and see what the oracle has to say. Oh, one just jumped out of the deck. I guess that's the one that I need to take. Which one was it? Oops, Vincent van Gogh. And Vincent says, if committed, stay committed. Posthumous recognition requires a paper trail. Use the daylight to face the night. Okay. So one of the things that's been stressing me out a little bit at the moment is I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel at the moment, this channel that you're watching right now, because I know that the larger my audience gets, the more options I have in terms of ways to make money, ways to keep things sustainable, and opportunities that are likely to come my way. So one of the things I've been stressing out about a little bit is that it takes a really, 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 really long time. You have to be committed. You have to be committed. So this is a wonderful reminder. And also I think in conjunction with the butterfly, I'm doing this because I love it. I'm doing this because this is fun for me. I love making videos. I love making art. I love talking about stuff with you guys. This is to remind me to have fun and take it easy and follow the joy. And this is to remind me why I'm doing it and that the commitment can be a joyful thing as well. Body of work. That's what I keep telling myself. You know, every time I'm not entirely happy with a piece of art or a video or a newsletter or any of the things that I do repeatedly, I just think body of work. It all adds up to this big, expansive thing that I'm creating, which is my legacy, my body of work. All that to say, I think these are great cards. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of journaling on what this sort of means, what this has brought up for me, and then we can pop those up in the studio and they will just sit there and remind me throughout the course of the next few months to stay joyful and stay committed. So let's do that.
Let's go real soft. Yeah, yeah.
How I managed to be alive for you, I will never know. Never had a love for to me. You've been avatar. I know I can be an idiot. As soon as it comes from the heart, it writes itself.
Watching the beautiful bonfire at Sankt Hans reminds me of something I've been thinking about a lot this month: good friction. The idea that the things worth having usually ask something of you. Tending a fire isn't a passive experience. It requires your attention, and what you tend, you come to love. We live in a world that's obsessed with removing friction, constantly making everything faster, smoother, more convenient. But I think that's actually making us appreciate things less. You don't build a real connection to anything by having it served up to you on a plate. In fact, that often has the opposite effect. I deliberately designed my art business, the House of Cats, with good friction in mind. The house asks something of you. You have to find your own path through it, follow your own curiosity. And I think that's exactly why it's had such an impact on people. Those who love it really, really love it. And that's not a coincidence. They tended the fire, so they get to enjoy the warmth. So that was June, a month of ups and downs, rituals and bonfires, good friction and gentle pottering. I may still be in my fallow period, but my hands are moving and the ideas are stirring, and for now, that's more than enough. June may have come in with a bump, but it's going out with a bang.